Hey, I'm Amanda, and this is the Parapro classes. We are now on the writing section of the Parapro test. This is day 2, apply your skills. Technically, we're on video 11, so we're getting close to the end here. We're going to talk about the writing process. So the writing process is supposed to start with what we call pre-writing or brainstorming. Brainstorming, your students are supposed to get all their ideas out. You can give them a piece of paper and say, I want you to cover this entire piece of paper with ideas. Get them scratch paper. My favorite thing to do is post-it notes because you can pick up post-it notes and move them around, okay? The second step is planning. So planning is what I just said. You're making a list or a map of your ideas to organize them. So brainstorming, you get everything out. Second step, you're putting them in order. Again, that's why I like post-it notes. When I buy them in the big stacks, right? Um, you're wanting them to get as much information as they can before they put it in order. They tend to do better when they do that process first. This may be called a mind map. So brainstorming can also be called brain dump. Then we put it in organization. That could be a mind map. So you can use different types of AI with that. Our third step is the writing process. So this is called a first draft. It does not have to be perfect, okay? Again, the research teachers have found that students are more likely to write better content if they aren't so worried about getting everything perfect at this point in the process. You just want them to get their ideas flowing. Um, the more that they write, the better their content will be. Excuse me. As an assistant, as a parapro, you need to fight the urge to correct grammar, the usage, and other small mistakes now. There's going to be time for corrections later. Revising. This is an overall look at the piece and just the order of information. Here, the student should be asking themselves, is my message clear? Is there a better way to organize this to be more clear? Is there anything I need to add or delete? Can I say this in a better way? Finally, you have the editing. This is where the student, you help the student with this process, but you need to get them involved. So instead of saying, you need a period here, the way you need to word this is, look at this sentence. Is it missing anything? You want the student to do the work, okay? If you make the student do the work, you want to send them home tired at the end of the day, not you. So they'll do better again. They're the ones who are learning the process, but that still means you need to know those skills too, right? And it can be fun for students to use different colored pens. I have a whole box full of like a rainbow of pens because I like for my students to, when they grade themselves, they pick their own color choices. Um, it gets them more excited about the corrections, but also it helps it to where they can more easily see the corrections they made in the final draft. They also feel more in charge and effective when they're revising and editing if they get to pick their color and they're the ones using the pens. I suggest you get like a zippy bag or something like that, and you bring your pens and your markers with you when you're a parapro and you get that bag out. I promise you, your students will get so excited when they see that bag and they're like, yay, I get to pick the purple one or the green one. They definitely love that part. Publishing. This may be as easy and simple as turning the assignment in to the teacher, or it may be something further like submitting their work for a school article or publication. So for my students online, you're going to have 5 online assignments. And I'm sorry, but you got this, okay? So on Aztec, you're going to do the writing process assignments of the introduction, developing the topic, developing paragraphs with details and examples, developing paragraphs with facts, figures, and reasons, and developing paragraphs with sequence. Once you finish those 5 assignments, you'll be much better and more likely to pass this section of the writing test on the Praxis. Thank you so much for watching and have a good rest of your day.